Welcome student. So today we are going to discuss about the cell. So what is cell? Cell is the basic unit of all living things. So here on the right hand side it is a pictorial representation of a cell. So the word cell comes from the Latin word which is a cella meaning small room, and it was first coined by a microscopist observing the structure of a cork. The cell is the basic unit of all living things, and all organisms are composed of one or more cells. Cells are so basic and critical to study of life. In fact, they are often referred to as building blocks of life. Organisms such as bacteria, amoeba, and yeast, for example, may consist of a few as one cell, while a typical human body consists of a trillion cells. Now let's discuss some important discoveries related to cells. So firstly, Robert Hooke, who discovered cell and also coined the name cell in 1665. Then Robert Brown discovered cell nucleus in 1831. Then Schilden and Schwann presented the cell theory that all the plants and animals are composed of cells and that the cell is the basic unit of life. All cells contain lipid bilayer, which is a plasma membrane, then cytoplasm, then DNA, which is the hereditary material, then ribosomes for protein synthesis. Then eukaryotic cells also contain one nucleus, then mitochondria for cell respiration and energy. Then cell may also contain lysosomes, peroxisomes, vacuoles, and cell walls. Plasma membrane also, or cell membrane. Cell membrane is also called the plasma membrane. It can be observed only through an electron microscope. Plasma membrane is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the content of the cell from its external environment. Now let's discuss some processes related to plasma membrane. Firstly, endocytosis. The plasma membrane is flexible and it is made up of organic molecules called lipids and proteins. The flexibility of the cell membrane also enables the cell to engulf in food and other material from its external environment. Such processes are known as endocytosis. Endo means internal and cyto means of a cell. Then amoeba requires its food through such processes. So this is the example of endocytosis. Then the next process is diffusion. So plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane. Okay. The plasma membrane is porous and allows the movement of substance or materials both inward and outward. Some substance like carbon dioxide or oxygen can move across the cell membrane by a process known as diffusion. So spontaneous movement of a substance from a region of high concentration, that is the hypertonic solution, to a region where the concentration is low, which is hypotonic solution. The diffusion plays an important role in the gaseous exchange between the cells as well as the cell and its external environment. Then the third one is osmosis. Water also obeys the law of diffusion. The movement of water molecules through a selectively permeable membranes is called osmosis. Osmosis is the passage of water Okay, from a region of high concentration to the through a semi-permeable membrane to a region of low water concentration. Thus, osmosis is a special case of diffusion through a selectively permeable membrane. Unicellular freshwater organisms and most plant cells tend to gain water through osmosis. Absorption of water by plant roots is also an example of osmosis. Thus, diffusion is important in exchange of gases and water in life of a cell. In addition to this cell also contains nutrition. A cell also obtains nutrition from its environment. Different molecules move in and out of a cell through a type of transport requiring use of energy in the form of ATP. The next is reverse osmosis. So in the reverse osmosis, it is a water purification technology that uses a semi-permeable membrane to remove larger particles from drinking water. In reverse osmosis, an applied pressure is used to overcome the osmotic pressure. Reverse osmosis is a phenomenon where pure water flows from a dilute solution, that is the hypotonic, through a semi-permeable membrane to a higher concentration solution, that is hypotonic. Semi-permeable means that the membrane will allow a small molecule and ion to pass through it but act as a barrier to the larger molecule or dissolved substance. So, today we have discussed about the cell, the discovery of cell, then the plasma membrane and the processes related with the plasma membrane. So, tomorrow or in the next lecture, we will discuss about the cell membrane and processes related to cell membrane, composition of a cell membrane and function of a cell membrane. So, thank you so much for listening.